Let me give you a tour here of the WeBull trading platform, specifically what they have to offer for you options traders out there. I understand the position of, okay, do I really want to spend the time going through the sign up process and downloading something to then just realize after I get signed up and everything, oh, I don't really like this platform. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it functions. Again, nobody wants to waste time. So my goal here is to help you overcome that by giving you a broad tour so that you can see how it functions, see how it looks, and then let you make that determination on whether or not you feel as though it's worth your time to then go through the sign up process and the download process to get everything on your computer or phone or what have you. So let's go to my desktop and I'll walk you through this, but also real quick, to be fair to WeBull, I am by no means showing you everything their platform has to offer, else we'd be here for like 4 hours. I'm just giving you a very quick kind of overview so you can get an idea of what things look like, how things function, so that you can make that decision if you want to take that next step and download them, go through the sign up process to give them a try. So here's what their platform will look like when it's just completely empty. And over here, you can see all sorts of different choices: watch list, stocks, markets, screener, their custom, their account, your account, more. They do have paper trading and stuff like that so you can practice. But for this case, let's just click on custom. And then over here, you would want to click on widgets. And then right here, click on options. And that'll be what opens up the options chain. So let me make that big so you can see it better. Now, what I like about the options chain is it allows you to come over here and do as many strikes as you want, or as little as 6 strikes right there. But for example's sake, let's just click on 10 strikes, and you can see right there, we now have 10 strike prices in total that have shown up. And I'll also close this out so you can see what it looks like before the chain's even open. So right now we're looking at SPY. Actually, let's change it up to another one that doesn't have as many expirations. So let's go to Tesla here. And close that back up. So now you can see just going down through the list, you have, 1 day till expiration, 8 days, 25 days, so on and so forth. And then as far as just customizing the chain itself, if you come over here and click on that, you can see that you have all the different choices. So if you don't care about gamma, for example, you could always click that off or what have you. So a lot of different choices there in terms of how you want to customize the different columns. So we'll click on that. And over up here, we have, if you care about certain types of options, maybe you only want the weeklies or the quarterlies or what have you. So it gives you a lot of customization in that regard. And just to remind you, a lot of stuff that I'm not going in because, like for example, on the widgets right here, you can see that we have quote, we have trades, look at all this stuff. We have this, stocks, the general, the market. So it can be overwhelming in a sense, but I'm also assuming that you already understand the general idea of options and you're just looking for a platform that can start to tie things together. So you can make it very complicated or it doesn't need to be complicated at all. But like I said, just want to give you some visual idea here. So let's hop into one of these and now let's go through what the order process would look like and then how, in my opinion, at least I do a very good job of helping you visualize things, specifically for those of you that like to do advanced options orders. So over here, click on this, and right here, it opens up the order window for the exact option, the strike price, all that. And you can enter everything right here. If you want to change to sell, all you got to do is just click on it. So buy to sell, quantity, you can change it. To 5, for example, you have your limit order, limit mark stop. So all these things, you have your limit price. And then what I really like here is over here in the strategy column right there is when you click on that, you have all these different strategies. Now, let me be very clear. I don't know where you're at in your options journey, so your head may start spinning here in a second, but just realize options do not need to be this complicated. They don't need to be this complex. So this is more so for an advanced options trader that is looking to do swing trading and so on and so forth. But we have vertical, butterfly, strangle, straddle, iron butterfly, iron counter, calendar, collars. All sorts of stuff. But let's just click on butterfly here. And then let's click on, and what I like here is we have the table. So we're looking at the table right now. So maybe that you can visualize things. But I think most people, at least if you're like me, you like the graph because that's going to make this way more visual. So when you click on that, you can see that everything now here is mapped out from a very visual standpoint. So for the butterfly, you can see that you have this area here that's mapping out where all your profit would be as long as the price stays within this range, and you can see how the profit would change. But then you also have your max loss, which is where the loss would be either the upside or to the downside. But it's very, very visual, and you can change things around. So if you want to do something like that, if you want to move it right there, you can see that everything is getting changed around. I mean, you could do something like this where you want to make it right there. So I mean, everything is very customizable, and it makes it very, very quick if you're just looking for a visualization of, okay, where's my max loss at? What is the range that the price needs to stay between in order for me to have a chance at, this profit or this loss or that loss? So yes, I realize I'm saying a bunch of stuff, but that also illustrates a point of why I think these visuals are so important and helpful, because all those words that I just went through, I mean, are all visualized right here for you when you just drag your cursor around and you can just start to look at, all those different numbers. So for especially the advanced options traders, I think WeBull is certainly worth at least considering, as it makes things visual so quickly. And then of course you have all these different customizable things. You can change the width, the strike, order type, the expiration date, the number of contracts, your prices that you want from a limit. So they're giving you all sorts of things. You can click sell. So if you want to take it from the opposite side of things, I'm not sure. So if you want to look over here, maybe you didn't notice it, but just notice how the visual changes as I go back and forth. So we're at sell, now we're at buy. And that is just, the general idea there of how, these would work from a visual standpoint. So I'll go ahead and close that out. But again, as far as just the basic ones, if you want to do, just a single, then that's all you'd have to do is you type single, you type in, however many you want. So 3, and I'm just making this up. Maybe you want your limit price to be 750. And then just like that, you'd go place order, and that's all there is to it as far as getting an options order into the system, and figuring out, do you like the process, or do you like how things are looking from your trade analysis standpoint? Maybe the graph, the visual thing. So right there. So for this situation, it's got to get up here, and then you start to make money, and then you can see the profit increasing, and then the max loss over here. So again, just a visual representation and I think a lot of people don't really realize this if they're just buying an option, is when you start to look at these visuals, it's like, okay, I can see how things would start to escalate against me or escalate in my favor. And it just brings a lot more clarity to the human eye, or at least I should say my eye. So that's how things are all working. Again, I don't claim to have covered everything, but I think this gives you just a general idea of how things are looking and how things function. And then finally, as far as execution speed is concerned, this is all going to depend. If you were to say that, listen, Clay, I'm here, I am a scalper of options. I need to be in and out of these things within seconds, maybe a minute at most, but ideally like 30 seconds. So I am literally a scalper within seconds. Then not quite sure WeBull will be for you. They are free, there's no commissions, but with that comes slightly slower execution speeds. Now, the slightly slower execution speed may not make any difference to you at all if you're looking to be not that intensive as a day trader, and you're certainly not looking to be that time intensive if you're some sort of swing trader that's doing advanced options. So there's give and take there, and I can't say that WeBull is going to be perfect in every single situation, but assuming that you're not some sort of micro scalper, then I'm also confident to say that WeBull will get the job done just fine. But that's also why you gotta test platforms out too. But I hopefully can at least save you the time in regards to seeing how things actually looked and worked. So if you are interested in WeBull, then I want you to click on the link down below, and it will take you to a promotion that they're running. Usually they're giving away free stocks for money, and you can go and check out what they have to offer. Again, way more than just what I showed you here. They truly do have all sorts of great stuff. And when you stop and think about the fact that it is free, there are no commissions that come with it, it's certainly something that I believe should be considered. And then one final note for transparency's sake, if you do click on the link I have down below, that is a affiliate link. So yes, you'll get something with whatever promotion they're running, but I'll also get something. So I just want to be upfront about that. But hey, if you're looking for a free, easy way to help out the channel, to contribute to the channel, then just use that link, and that actually helps out quite a bit. So if you want to consider that, I thank you in advance. But yes, that is the WeBull platform for options. If there are any other questions or anything like that, please leave those down below. But I hope this helps. I hope this can at least help to eliminate the worries of, I don't want to waste my time signing up for something. I hope you now have a much better idea of what you'll be putting your time into to get signed up for, and then to take that time to download it to your phone or computer or whatever. So like I said, any other questions, please let me know down below. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.